Good morning, good evening, and good night. Of course, it depends in where in the world you are. I'm Diego Gomez, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about a topic, a very important topic that has been happening over the last weekend, and it's very important not only for United States or for the Middle East. It's very important worldwide. And today, as you can see in the thumbnail of the video, we're going to talk about what is really happening in Afghanistan. What is the panorama right now? And why is this a very important and old problem for Afghanistan and also for United States? Today, guys, we're going to be talking about this, and as you can see, I have some images for you that I want you to look at about the real situation right now in Afghanistan. But something very important is that the Taliban power in Afghanistan comes 2 weeks before the United States complete its withdrawal of the troops, the military troops from Afghanistan. A very important thing that is happening right now is that the Taliban are coming back, are going back to the power in this country 2 weeks before the United States completes the withdrawal after a very expensive 2 decade war in this country. The insurgents captured the main city, Kabul, in a matter of days with almost no resistance from the Afghan security forces that we need to remember correctly. They are trained and equipped by the United States and its allies. What's going on exactly is that the Taliban, who ruled the country in the late 90s, have now regained the control. This was toppled by the US led invasion in 2021. And also, I want you to look at this very interesting, very impacting images of what is happening right now in Afghanistan. Another very important topic is that these Taliban ruled the country from 1996 to 2001 when they were uh, lost by the US invasion, but they never disappeared. Now they launched a strong offensive a few days ago as the US withdrawal of troops progressed, and now the government collapsed. Many Afghans are very fearful of what the future may hold, and they are also trying to reach the airport and board planes that take them out of the country. So very important what is happening right now. Also, there are more Afghanistan that are frightened by the prospect of the Taliban that are reimposing a dangerous interpretation of the Islamic law as when it ruled from 1996 to 2001. At that time, women were prohibited from studying or working outside their homes, and also they had to wear burqas, some type of clothing that covered them from head to toe, and they also had to be accompanied by a male relative if they went outside. Now the Taliban presents itself as a more moderate force and says it has no desire of revenge, but many people are not convinced by that position. But why is the Taliban rising now precisely? It's because probably there will be no American soldiers left at the end of the month because the United States has been trying to get out of Afghanistan for several years. Also, the last year when US President Donald Trump announced a plan to withdraw US force, and they also sealed a deal with the Taliban. Now, Trump's successors, Joe Biden, said that the United States will complete its withdrawal at the end of August, at the end of this month, before the 20th anniversary of 9/11. As the deadline approached, the Taliban are now getting a stronger position, and also they unleash a very lightning offensive in the country, and it's what we are seeing right now in Afghanistan. Another very important topic is the government of Afghanistan. What happened to the president of this country? Well, he escaped. The president Ashraf Ghani crouched down and made a few public comments as the Taliban advanced. On last Sunday, when the rebels arrived in the capital, he fled the country, saying that he was leaving to avoid a bloodbath. But it's not clear where he went exactly. Now, another very important topic is what can happen right now in Afghanistan. And many experts have talked about this, but in reality, it's not very clear. It's not very clear because some people say that they will enforce Islamic laws, but they will facilitate a safe return to normality after decades of war. But many other Afghans have a very important distrust on the Taliban and a fear that they will impose a violent and oppressive government. A disturbing element is that they want to rename the country to the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, as it was called the last time they ruled in the country in 1996. Another very important topic that has been talked a lot in different social media posts is that what does the return of Taliban represent for women? Many believe that they are going to lose numerous rights. Also, Afghan women, we need to remember that they gained a lot of space after the fall of the Taliban in 2021, and they are very alarmed at the prospect of being confined again to their homes because the Taliban have said at this moment that they are no longer opposed to their studying, working, but they have not set a very clear police right now about women's rights. Also, we need to remember that Afghanistan remains an extremely conservative society, specifically in the interior of the country. Now, another important topic is that will the Taliban return to give a shelter to Al Qaeda? It's impossible to know right now, but it's a possibility that worries a lot to the United States military. Another important thing is that we need to remember that the United States said during the last Tuesday that the Taliban have pledged to guarantee access to the Kabul airport to the thousands of civilians who want to leave Afghanistan, while the US military intensifies evacuation flights after the Islamist group seized power. So it's very important what is happening in Afghanistan right now. As always, I invite you to comment right here in the chat section. What do you think about this very interesting situation? And as always, I invite you to follow me in my social media that is down here below: Facebook, Diego Gomez TV, Twitter and Instagram at Diego Reportero, and also my YouTube channel. Subscribe and hit on the notification bell, Diego Gomez TV. This was all for today, and I see you in my next streaming. Goodbye.